Hey guys, it's Matt. I just wanted to take this opportunity to get your input. The channel won't change much, but it's a good time to ask you, what do you want to see going forward? Tell you about the type of series that I'm going to try to commit to, some things in the past that I think still exist that I've forgotten about that I'll try to bring back, and basically just, see what types of presentations you want in the future. Things aren't going to change very much, but might as well ask for your input. So let's go through this pretty quickly, and then we'll spend more time on each slide. Current and past shows and series. Not Milk News. What are the AI bots lying about today? I should do more of this. I don't cover news, and it always ends up being a big joke, right? We end up making fun of it. More than anything, Bill. Thank you, Bill. Some of Bill's stuff is coming a little bit later, too. So Not Milk News. And if it's something that can't be discussed openly, it'll be freevoice.io. I think everybody would want to see this. Also the frequency. If I say it once every 2 weeks, if you want to see more Not Milk News, again, most of this will be making fun of it. Although there are some, of course, I'm always going to work in reality observations. I'm always going to work in the serious conversations where appropriate. For example, it seems funny, but they are trying to create a constitutional crisis. It looks like with the charges against Trump, and he'll probably be, per the script, the president-elect. And again, it seems like a joke, but will he be in jail or be going off to jail, just when he's supposed to go off to the Oval Office? And is there a difference? So it seems like a joke, but I mean, I'm always going to work in real issues. And of course, we notice the Not Milk and how reality works. That's always going to be a big part of this channel. It's not going to be a joke channel. Although somebody's like, yeah, I hear you, it's turning into that. Well, maybe I need to get a little bit more serious, but I'm never going to introduce the fear. I'm never going to go back to the fear like all the other, well, not all the other truth channels, but Not Milk travel tours. And maybe not just like going to Smolensk and things where we could go now, and the repeating themes of history, the colonial powers screwing over the indigenous, and the things we've been looking at. We already are noticing repeating themes in the places we're going to, but we can do Not Milk travel tours and go back in time. We could even ride on the Titanic, and we could, that song, that creepy-ass song from Willy Wonka, in the land of pure imagination. I have to talk about that creep-ass movie I've seen again recently, Willy Wonka. We can go back in time. There's no limit because it's all virtual in our mind anyway. We don't have to spend no dimes. We have to spend no money. We're always going to do the old-fashioned radio show. I've probably only been doing it once a month. If you want to see more of it, let me know. Again, we're going to go through these slides quickly, and I'll spend a little bit more time on some of them when we're finished. Midnight Reality. Should be about once a week or maybe once every 2 weeks. It's similar to the old-fashioned radio show, but the reality topic, it's not as there's not as many jokes. It's more serious. It's a more serious reality conversation. For example, the missions in the 60s of Gemini, Mercury, and Apollo, and that comedy show. I mean, you could take the Apollo missions and you could make it into a joke, into an old-fashioned radio show, but you could also have a very serious conversation or a midnight reality about the Apollo missions. I've floated this in the past. Apollo, the sun god, the Greek god of the sun, Apollo. Was it telling you the Apollo missions not to go off and land on that block of cheese, but to study the sun? I mean, is it telling you right there in the Apollo missions? Yeah, something went up in that rocket to study a local sun. They're going to tell you in a roundabout. So you could, midnight reality, old-fashioned radio show. It could be the same topic. It's just the way or that day's spin on the topic. Melvin and Bezo. It's a lot of you like it. Some of you find it a little bit over the top, cringeworthy. We'll do it once every 2 months. I like them, Melvin and Bezo. Hey, Bezo, how are we going to screw these people over this week? How are they always scheming? And Melvin don't understand. He don't understand the real reasons why the minions of the Not Milk are always trying to screw over real spiritual beings. But he notices that his role is to screw us over. So we'll do this. Proof of Not Milk is the series that I just floated yesterday, and it's not just going to be exclusively about telethons, but I've got a few things lined up already. Like, this is proof that there's this thing in the shadows here. And Matt, you don't have to prove it to us. Yeah, I know. But I don't know. Maybe once every 10 years, somebody might inquire with you. And I don't know. It helps us get our mind right that there is proof. There's literal proof here that there's something working against the spiritual being. It's not just an intuition anymore. It's given itself away. So somebody had a comment. When was the Jerry Lewis? Yeah, was it all day on Labor Day? And I commented back, I think, there's always something I wanted to watch that the damn, oh, hell no. This telethon again, there was always something I wanted to watch that it was bumping. Anyway, Reality Gives Itself Away series, this could be the only show, the only subject on the entire YouTube channel. And there's endless things to talk about here. I have to work on how this will be similar or yet different from Proof of Not Milk. Reality Gives Itself Away, Proof of Not Milk. I have to straighten that out. So the theme of one will be a little bit different and distinct from the other. Half-page reality, the most important thing, our understanding of half-page reality, and then what we need to do for yourself. We need to, I'll dust it off every 6 months. People have given me a few comments, a few things to work on the one-page reality presentation that was delivered per the last chapter of the book about a month ago. And it's not going to change dramatically. It's my understanding, is pretty set at this point. My cement is hardened, but there's a few things, some people have come to me with, and I'll adjust it. We'll do it twice a year. Matt, how long do you think you're going to be doing this? I don't know. I can't get no normal job. I tried to work with a temp agency. They wouldn't return I told you how that went. So there ain't no regular job in my future. So what the hell? I need a plan B, I guess. If things go south, I'll take Zara and Fifi Adigirl. We'll move to Borneo or some place around the world. It's Matt, you'll be locked up in a gulag within a day. That's kind of what I fear. I probably would have already moved overseas. Anyway, we'll talk about that some other time. And thanks to Wayne for such a great drawing, which he has sent me in the mail, by the way. I have it here. Thank you for that. How reality works, case studies regarding the personal reality bubble, the screen trying to influence the personal reality bubble. More case studies, and write out long comments. Stories, things we can talk about. And there's another area coming up where I'll need more details from you in the comments to do some of these presentations and shows. By the way, guys, the first starting out the last video, just to be funny, I said, the CNN is becoming more dumber, and I put an extra ER on the end. I said more dumber. Well, somebody tried to corrected me in a comment, didn't even catch the dumberer, said, Matt, why don't, I don't know what they said, don't sound stupid. It's not more dumber. It's just dumber. I went, oh, that's dumber. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm trying. Maybe the joke didn't work, but I was trying to be funny. More dumber. There was no need for that comment. I'm well aware. But anyway, every once a month, I'll do some insane asylum skit. Bad humor from a man losing his mind. Certain days I just, the meds don't come in the mail, and I call the BetterHelp number, and it's just beep, beep, beep. There's nobody there. I just can't get through. It's that popular, so I need to do something a little strange. And again, I laugh at me if you want. There's a lot of people in our community that need a laugh or are hurting or just got kicked in the balls or, there's a lot of people here in different situations. And I'll take a personal risk to make myself look like a fool in order to get a laugh from time to time just to see, somebody might need it. I'll keep trying. Witnessing the download. I need more of this from your comments. Testimonials from real people like you and people like you and people like me who have been witness to not Jehovah's Witness to the download, the radio station and the frequency takeover in their friends and family. We've talked about mostly in this regard, the Mandela effect. Somebody will give all the quote old answers, And then the download will come. This is some sort of conspiracy. This is the Mandela effect. And they take some sort of download and then they change all their answers. And that was the first time I witnessed the download. And I thought there's a mechanism here, or a technology, or something that we can't perceive. This download is not just a funny way of saying something. This is real. And I've had people tell me stories how somebody tried to talk to somebody about something. They got back to them in a corner and literally almost had to run out of the room because they just couldn't hear it. Things like that. I need more testimony from you guys in terms of some of these things. Community contributor is a general term. There's a lot of things people have sent me and helped me with over the years. The series Norm, the Bathtub Rebel, Paul did for us. We need to revisit all 4 or 5 that Paul did. Matt, you stupid conspiracy son of a beach. Which part of reality is false? He's saying, which part of reality doesn't add up or hold water? And then it's cut off here at the bottom. I say, all of it. Norm, the Bathtub Rebel. Thank you, Wayne and Paul, and a lot of people have contributed. So any sort of contribution that fits what we're doing, I'll make a video out of it. And whenever I can, I'm going to try to sneak in a side little Mandela effect conversation, just short enough where the triggered don't storm out of the Amish classroom. I don't lose the triggered. They still will stick with me because I don't do it much. I'll sneak it in once every 3 or 4 weeks or so. But real quick, this is new to me, guys. I've had this image on my computer for, I don't know, I think it was on the old Mac. So that would be over 13 or 14 years. So, okay, do I remember studying it? But why isn't just Isaiah 11:6 here? The wolf shall lie with the lamb. What is this? Isaiah 65:25. I'm not saying it's a Mandela effect, but it could be. It's like the wolf and the lamb will feed together. The lion will eat straw just like the bull, and the serpent's food will be dust. Like, what the hell is this? Did Isaiah 11:6, was it morphed to this level of adulterization? I'm like, well, no, this is a whole new passage. Isaiah 65:25. What? Well, what's this doing on the classic Mandela effect lion and the lamb image that always reflected the normal Isaiah 11:6? The wolf will lie with the lamb. The ox will. Well, does this want to say the ox will eat straw? I don't know. But this is just weird to me. Okay, let's move on. Back to community contributors. Shame on Matt McKinley, Jack Burton, me, for never showing you this in the past. Matthew on the right, I guess his name is Matthew Lamar. I don't know what happened to Matthew. He went away. He sent me an email like several times a week for years. He did this for us. I never showed it to you. Is he a little kid? But no, he's not a little kid. He's a full-grown man, an adult. Bottom left is that a Coldplay album cover? And bottom middle is another album cover, like Warrant or something, or Hard Rock. That's me on the right. Kneel of the Grass Fed. I mean, this is Matt. Are you sure he's not a little kid? He's not a little kid. I think it's great. I'm sorry, Matthew, for never. And I think he always wanted to be referred to as Matthew. He always. I never showed this. I don't think I did. So I apologize. Look at the album cover of whatever it is, the Hard Rock group. He's got Simulacra and Simulacrum. I think that little book up there. He's got little things hidden over here, as many as Bill's posters. So yeah, any sort of comment or contribution I'll take, and I need to make sure I show this thing. Kneel of the Grass Fed, a whole top section on Kneel of the Grass Fed Bison. Continued, of course, my favorite topic in the world is the examination of creeps. What are these things? What are they? What is their motivation for that weird horse shit that they constantly keep putting on us? It's like, what was his name? Brad in Malibute. What was it called? Malibu's Most Wanted. Brad at Malibute. His name was Brad, right? He says, Gladys, why can't they just leave our people alone? He says, I don't know, baby. I just don't know. What creeps? Why don't you just leave good people alone? And they're trying to. They would say because it's our role. And if it's just lube on a beach, you don't get as much out of the reality. And I do believe that. What does it say here? Take old Freddy Krueger Nietzsche here. What not milk role did he play? And sort of entity, and not proofed very well, Matt. And what sort of entity are these people? Inquiring minds want to know. And pull your hand out. There's always a dumb hand inside of a jacket looking for cockroaches. Stop it. Sorry. More reality you're here maps. Not just juggling the movies, but we can do a lot of different things with here. You know, the AI trying to pop in over here, and we need to do more with this type of framework. You are here on the mall map, not just what we did with the movies recently. And again, thanks to Bill for throwing this together very quickly with redoing our own poster with the movies that I think are more appropriate. But that whoever did that past document, you know, that was well done too, and that was great. Predictions on what the creeps will be bringing to your town next. Get up, get up, get up, get down. 911, a joke in your town, says Flava Flav. 911 is a joke. I like Public Enemy. That was real rap. Unlike the horse shit that came after Juvenile and all the crap of hip hop crap that came after the original days of Run DMC, Snoop Dogg, and what did I say? Oh, Public Enemy. Yeah, you don't know Public Enemy. Yes, I do. Guys, I did those slides in some sort of screen capture. I'm back over to iMovie. I might sound a little bit different, and that's why I wanted to insert some of Bill's posters on the back end, and then go back to a few slides, a few things I wanted to say about a few slides before I get your comments as to where this channel will go. And in terms of where it will go, Bill, I think there's 30 posters I have that Bill sent me that I haven't even shown you guys yet. Just waiting for something, you know, for a poster to be related in some way to what we're talking about. But Bill is on this quest even more than I am to make fun of Elon Musk. I mean, I thought I loathed Elon Musk. Half of what Bill sends me, it's a mockery of some kind of Elon Musk, and it's even stranger than my humor. You know, my humor can get a little strange with Melvin and Bezo and stuff. But just to give you an example, he loathes Elon Musk, Bill. So is Fredo here, Bill? Is this Fredo from Godfather 2? I don't even know. It's Elon Musk walking the backlots of Paramount Studio. Even though little Fredo Musk wandered the backlots of Paramount for months, rehearsing his 6 stupid simple words of dialogue on his big day, Fredo fucked up. All he had to do was say this 6 words. Papa, Papa, I made pee-pee. He couldn't even, he fucked it up. Guys, Bill, thank you, and we will collectively continue to make fun of Elon Musk and take that to a whole new level when we have videos dedicated to proof that he is a living, breathing Truman Show. He believes the life he's living. See, that's the key. He believes he's the CEO of these companies. And in a way, everybody around the world is watching. This moron is the modern day Truman Show. We'll talk about it soon. 100,000 elementary school kids were given this image and asked to pick which one was the CEO of Tesla, and 95% chose the one on the right. I'm not even joking. So guys, in the comments, even if the comment is not related to what we're talking about on that day, if it's a topic idea for Not Nilk News or a topic idea for Not Nilk Travel Tours, put it in the comments. You know, in the past, I've been like, try to keep the comments related to what we're talking about to help us move reality along. But, you know, to me, it's a half page at this point. I don't say, oh, we know, Matt, you know everything. We know everything. Well, we don't know everything, but we know enough. We know enough. You know, somebody came to me, a nice person, and there was a lot of interesting things in their email, and I'm going to show you part of that email. But it was almost like the way they positioned the email was like, Matt, you need to understand this and that. And it's like, no, I don't. Even if that exists out there, it doesn't. I know enough to do the worry about yourself activities. I know enough about my adversary. I know enough about what I call not nilk and the role of these creepy players. I don't really need any more. I'm sorry. So again, we'll revise it slightly every 6 months. But that's why the channel has to evolve here. And as I do this, guys, there's always going to be huge reality elements. Like, look what it says at the bottom. The repeating themes of what we're noticing already. We've only been to 4 places technically. We've been to Smolensk, so whatever that is, it's inside Russia. Borneo, Tasmania, and Astana, a Santa. We've been to 4. That's one place at the end, which is named as 3. You can even call it A space Santa. There's 4 places. There's so much of the world left where we can go, and we already have repeating themes. Indigenous people screwed over. So really, there's only 2 places here that have the old-fashioned, well, that's not the best way to put it, the old-fashioned indigenous population. And of course, wherever that exists, the colonial powers will have screwed it over. And Santa was the repeating theme that's starting up. And I'm just saying it's a repeating theme because we've noticed it in so many other places, that if a place just springs up with billion-dollar skyscrapers, it's oil and gas money. The one world, it's a not milk life for us. Instead of treated, we get tricked. Instead of kisses, we get kicked. It's not that. It's always explainable to your family and friends. It's just oil and gas money, Matt. That's how it was all built up. So we're going to see these repeating themes. But if you suggest a place, don't suggest like Chicago or something. I mean, a place that, I'm thinking of doing Patagonia, places you've heard of. But like, what is that? Right? What Smolensk? I've heard of it. What is it? Right? Like Tasmania. I know it's common to you Australians, but we don't know shit. All we know is a damn cartoon character in the United States. So Patagonia. Now, how many of you can tell me where that is? It's this region between Chile and Argentina, a shared region called Patagonia. Well, I haven't looked at it for a second. I know there's going to be some weird not milk shit that pops up wherever it's named, but it's like, what is it? Yeah, there will also, I predict also, not the oil and gas money theme, but the indigenous people screwed theme. I can almost guarantee it. Patagonia. Is that where that plane crashed and alive, where they ate themselves or something? Something like that. We also have to do a whole video on the falsity, if that's a word, I just made it up, of borders, of, the borders between nations. Who set the border between Argentina and Chile? All these borders, who agreed on it? See, it gives reality away. You could do that and apply it to a lot of different types of these shows and series, like the Reality Gives Itself Away series. I mean, we know what happened to the Middle East after World War I, and that's the only thing that makes sense. The assholes came in per Sykes-Picot Treaty, and they said, this is the new border of Iraq, and it's now called Iraq or whatever. And, well, my grandmother's on the other side of the border. Oh, we don't care. This is the new... That kind of makes sense, assholes coming in after World War I and dividing up the spoils. But all these other borders, how does it happen? Who agrees on it in every case? So Patagonia might be the next Not Milk travel tours. And I'm sure all of you have that on your list, on your bucket list of one of the places you wanted to see right away. And I found this. I didn't realize Borneo seems to have a tourist board. We are open and welcome you to Borneo. Amazing Borneo tours. We are open. Is this a response to See the VME? I had no idea they have a travel and tourism board. There is fine print here, no doubt. In fact, the entire back of the poster is nothing but fine print. Welcome to Borneo Tourism Board. Only 1 out of 6 tourists will make it out alive. There's fine print on the back. I've heard it's legend and lore. It's famous. I mean, basically things like really fine print at 6 font. If a deadly monkey with AIDS bites your balls off, you can't sue us. We're held judgment-free in Borneo. If there are savages, they said, you're not used to going to a place where there's still savages. It says on the back, this is Borneo, man. If savages take you and death by bunga bunga, we are not held liable. The whole back, if you were to read it, you'd never set foot in that godforsaken place. But we already did via Not Milk Travel Tours. We don't risk death by bunga bunga. We go virtually. That way we don't end up in the gulag. Thanks for listening, and I'll look to your comments what type of these subjects and ideas you want to see in the future. Thanks, guys.